Hello Rangers, and welcome to Ranger Ruby YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about history in the national parks this summer. Let's go ahead and dive right on in. So recently on this channel, we've talked a lot about the natural side of the national parks and what visiting that this summer could look like hiking and fishing and all that kind of stuff. But if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you know that there are two sides to the national parks. Like I mentioned earlier, there's the natural side, so that's the side in which you would see geysers at Yellowstone or huge trees in the sequoias and the redwoods. But there's also the flip side to that, and that is the history of the national parks. And not just of the national parks, but of the entire United States. There are parks specifically set aside for the history, and there are parks that are set aside more for the natural reasons, but history is just so interwoven into them that it's become part of the Park Service. So in today's video, we'll be exploring some ways that you can discover the history of the national parks this summer. Despite the fact that school is almost coming up and around the corner, we can still extend the Summer of National Parks of 2021 on even longer. The National Park Service is one of the United States' leading agencies for both history and culture. In addition to preserving important historic sites within national park boundaries, the National Park Service works beyond those boundaries to ensure that everyone's history is saved. National parks work to preserve the different sites that they protect. So this summer, you can visit a cool site that the national park preserves, whether it's the birthplace of a president, or a house that they stayed in over the summer, or the house of a poet, or so many cool different architecture of ancient Native Americans that lived here. All of those are preserved within the National Park Service, and many of them are open for visitation. So again, be sure to check the park's official website to know what's open and what's not. If visiting in person isn't an option, the National Park Service has sponsored with Google Arts and Culture, I'll link that down in the description, in which you can visit all sorts of cool things virtually. You can visit historic parks and see all the cool sites that they have there. You can look at museum exhibitions and see all kinds of archaeology and exhibits that they have in museums. You can see guided tours inside homes, and there's so much that you can do. You can look at photographs and all these cool different things that you can find on Google. And it's all for free, and you can all see it. And I'm not gonna lie, when I was researching for this video, I got a little distracted by this. It is very fun. The National Park Service is also all about preserving stories, whether it is the stories of people who served in World War II or Native Americans who have lived here for thousands of years. The National Park Service keeps those all preserved. So the next time you visit a national park, be sure to check out and be on the lookout for the specific people and the stories that they have to retell. The National Park Service is also not alone in their endeavors to preserve history. You can check out the link in the description that I'll put down there, where you can see all the related organizations that the National Park Service works with, and that also have lots of cool things on their website. From the American Battlefield Protection Program to the Museum Management Program to the Park Cultural Landscape Program to Native American Graves Protection and Repatriation Art Program. There are so many cool programs that you can check out that also work on preserving America's history. All national parks have museums and some sort of history interwoven into them. So the next time you visit a national park, yes, you can be on the lookout for those cool natural resources that they protect for your viewing, but also look for the history, for the signs that are on the side of the road and the museums that are in the visitor center. They are super cool and super fun to visit. Also be sure to ask a park ranger. Park rangers know so much about the park's history, and just talking to them is like talking to a living encyclopedia. So the next time you visit the national parks, be sure to check out the history as well. Well, everybody, that is the end in today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up and comment down below with your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. Also, be sure to click that red subscribe button and a little bell next to it to always know when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching again, and I shall see you next video. Bye!